Hey guys, Dal here from Dal's Rigging and Crane Tips, where I help people make up to 200k a year and beyond with cranes and rigging. On today's episode, shout out 60-ton crane ticket coming up, okay? In May 19th to the 23rd, I have a 5-day course, C6 ticket. So if you don't have any crane tickets and you're looking to get your first one, if you're in the Perth region, okay, come do it with me in May 19th to the 23rd. You can get your crane ticket. Why it might be advantageous to get it done with me is that I can give you a lifetime of knowledge on cranes. Sometimes trainers, not their fault, they sort of come in, they're sort of slash boilermakers, slash traffic control, slash riggers, slash scaffolder, slash ropey, slash craney as well. Some of the trainers just got their crane accreditation back in the day where they're just giving people stamps, and so their crane knowledge is very vague and they don't really know much. Sometimes the crane that you get trained on, they don't even know how to operate it themselves. And so I can give you sort of high quality training which will benefit you to start off. Because like anything, if you've got a great foundation, like in martial arts or in any sport, if you've got a great foundation in Aussie rules or rugby league, then when you progress and speed comes to it and progress comes to it, you've got a good base to start off, okay? I also think that your first ticket should always be in the classroom 5 days so you can learn as much as you can and you can be hands-on. We're going to have the crane for a few days too, so most courses they have the crane on the last day for an hour. You get to sit in it pretty much and then that's it. Okay, so we've got a crane for ages, so it'll be really good to see you there. If not, all good. Oh, I just tapped my window down, but that's all good. So the last pretty much week and a half, I've had the same question come to me, and the question goes like this: Dal, I just got my tickets, but I'm struggling to get a job because I don't have any experience, and I can't get any experience because I don't have a job, and I'm in this never-ending loophole where I can't get a job because I've got no experience, and I can't get experience because I can't get a job. What should I do? And it brings me back to when I was first in Australia. When I was first in Australia, I knew no one in Australia. I had my New Zealand ticket, so I didn't even have my Australian tickets. But I needed a job in cranes, okay? I'd been operating cranes for 3 years, but, knew no one. So what I done back then, and what I suggest you do, is make a lot of phone calls, okay? This is what I done. I opened up the phone book back then because Google wasn't really doing much. I opened up the phone book. I went from ABC Crane Hire, rang them, all the way to Zebra Crane Hire. I made about 30 phone calls in one day. Just phone call after phone call after phone call after phone call. I had a coffee, I had a smoko break, back on the phone. Hey man, what's going on? I'm new to Gold Coast. Got any crane jobs? I'm an experienced crane operator, experienced rigger. Whatever you got. And if you're not experienced, this is the phone call, this is the template, okay? So you message me on this video and you say, Darren, can you give me your CV template? And I'll give you your CV template for free, okay? I just met 2 guys up at Mamotes who used my CV templates and now they're making 200k a year. Great jobs, okay? So in the comments, CV template, and we'll DM each other. So you get your CV done first, and then this is the phone call. Hey man, just got my Doggers ticket. I'm a really quick learner, okay, and I'll work harder than anyone else. Do you have any jobs? Okay, I'm available 24/7 a day, okay? Any jobs that you have, I'm available. I've got my own transport, my own car, I can get there. And if you say that to more than 30 people in one day, this is what happened to me. Within that week, I got at least 3 phone calls back, okay? And I got 1 job and I started on Friday, all because of the reps of phone calls that I made. All because of the reps. So if you're not getting a job and you've only rung maybe 1 person and asked 3 mates to try and get you a job, You're just simply not doing enough. You've got to put in the reps, man. You've got to ring at least 30 people. And these days it's really easy. All you do is you Google crane companies in my area. You know, in Perth, you probably get about 15 come up, 15, 16. In Brisbane, probably 50. In Melbourne, probably more. Now, if you have rung 30 people and you still haven't heard nothing back in a week, then come see me. Okay, I know people in Perth, I know people in Brisbane, Central Queensland, I know people in Melbourne, okay, a couple of people in Sydney. We can try to get you some work. But simply just do the reps. Ring 30 people. And if you're like, oh man, I don't really like ringing people, I'm a bit scared, then maybe this type of work's just not for you. Because this is your future, man. No one's going to save you. No one's going to do the work for you, okay? I can't save you. Your uncle can't save you. Old mate down the street can't get you a job. You've got to save you. You've got to fight for your future. If you want a 200k a year job at the end of it, you've actually got to hustle. You've got to do something. There's an envelope out there with 200k with your name on it. You've just got to action yourself to do it. And the power of asking is so powerful. The classic one that I always find in crane yards is dudes like, oh, I'm not on that crane. Oh, I wish I was on that crane. That's my crane that I want to. Have you asked the boss if you can go on that crane? Oh, no, I haven't. Well, no one's out there thinking about you going, oh, you know, I think Tom, you know, wants to go on that. They're not thinking that. They just, whatever's easiest to get someone on a crane. You have to ask. If you want a job in cranes, and now what's really good is there's all these labour hire companies, and they pick guys like you up with no experience all day, man. I know a few of them here, they'll pick up anyone with a week experience, okay, and throw you out there. But if you watch a few of these videos and you're already experienced from these videos, then at least you're halfway there, man. So all crane companies on Google, all labour hire companies, okay? Word of mouth, and put yourself up there. 30 reps. We want 30 reps, bruv, of you calling people. And then in the comments, say, I've done 30 reps, bruv. Do you know anyone that can give me a job? Give me your CV template and I can help you out. So anyway, guys, I hope that helps. I hope that motivates you to go get that cash. And like these videos, subscribe here. Dale's Rigging and Crane Tips 2025. Oh, yeah.